Yo, so I was scrolling the YouTubes today and I found a video that depressed the fuck out of me. Seriously. It's this piece by J Master Productions 2556 talking about how micro influencers are shaping the youth into some kind of doomed generation. It's just, it's heavy, man. And honestly, it's a lot of noise that doesn't need to be there. So I'm going to respond to this because someone needs to bring some actual reality back into the room. All right, Justin. I've been sitting here listening to this whole thing, and honestly, you're spinning a massive web of agendas just to explain away things that really aren't that complicated. You're making the world out to be a battlefield where everyone is a victim of some grand design, but you're missing what's right in front of your face. It's like you're looking for a shadow in a dark room when the light switch is right next to your hand. See, you're convinced these big influencers like Myron Gaines are CIA-funded agents sent to divide the youth. Justin, you're giving them way too much credit. They aren't working for the government. They're working for the algorithm. They spread vile filth and rage bait because anger is the fastest way to get a donation from a lonely kid. It's not a deep state conspiracy. It's just a business model built on selling resentment. These guys are clip farming. They know exactly what words will trigger a reaction and get them a payout. You're treating them like masterminds when they're just opportunists who found a way to monetize misery. And this idea that 80% of guys are left behind by some eugenics agenda or social engineering, that's a convenient lie for men who don't want to do the work. The reason guys are struggling isn't because of a population control plan. It's because they've replaced real-world social skills with looks-maxing spreadsheets and toxic forums. You tell your audience that the deck is stacked against them, so why even try, right? You claim the modern woman is a monster, which is exactly what happens when you spend your life watching interviews recorded outside of clubs at 2 a.m. You're judging half the human race based on a tiny, drunken percentage that was chosen specifically to make you angry. If you stop treating women like stats and start having a normal human conversation, you'd realize the world isn't nearly as cold as your screen makes it look. You warn your audience about waking up in a digital prison. But look at what you're doing here. You're telling people to be afraid, to be paranoid, and to stay isolated. You're telling them that every interaction is a trap and every leader is a satanic agent. That's not truth. It's feeding people poison and calling it medicine. You aren't showing them the exit, Justin. You're just handing them more bricks for the walls of the very prison you claim to hate. You're creating a generation of men who are too busy looking for conspiracies to actually build a life, a career, or a family. Real strength isn't about being red-pilled or woke to some secret network. It's about having the intellectual capacity to see through the outrage and just be a decent man. It's about being someone that people actually want to be around, rather than someone who sits in the dark theorizing about why the world owes them something it isn't giving them. Stop looking for the root cause in the stars and start looking in the mirror. Look, I want to end on some actual insight. If you spend all day online, you're going to think the world is ending. You see these videos of girls in miniskirts, drunk outside a club, claiming they need a 6-foot-tall, 20-year-old millionaire just to date them. Bro, that is clickbait. It's designed to make you angry so you keep watching. In the real world, girls are doing just fine, and most of them are looking for someone normal, kind, and driven. Justin, you clearly worked really hard on your video, and parts of it are actually good, but dude, you gotta get outside and touch some grass. The world is not the way you're portraying it. It's a lot bigger and a lot better than your feed suggests. Catch you guys later.
But she doesn't get that we're just killing time in a zip code built on a social crime. I'm checking my phone for a text that won't come.